Okay. How in the world does one man start a video about a children's brain rot channel based on a childhood plush channel that he used to watch all the time? Oh yeah, wait, no, I got something. What the? What am I listening to? Oh, God, what are those two idiots doing? What are you two watching? Well, clearly you don't understand the genius that is Here's John. Turn that shit down! I'm trying to sleep! Oh my God. Finally. Okay, what are you two watching? Well, we're watching Here's Johnny. He uploaded a new video, and, you know, me and, Do over here, we really love Here's Johnny. Yeah, I love Here's Johnny. He's such a good content creator, and he does so much for the community. Isn't Here's Johnny just a knockoff of Super Mario Logan? No, he's not. He's original. Look it. There's literally no correlation between him and Logan. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, what do you mean? Like, they're different characters. So you two genuinely think that Here's Johnny is not just a knockoff of Jeffy? Of course we do. Like, please tell us, what sort of similarities do the two have? Okay, well, this is Jeffy. Look at this. He's got the helmet and he's got the shirt, whatever. He's got the buck teeth too. Look at this. You cannot tell me that these two are not just the exact same character. What? Do you have a response, or are you just gonna stare at me blankly? There's no correlation. Why did it take you so long to respond? Seriously, look at it. Got the buck teeth. He doesn't have the helmet, but the similar face shape. Look at this. Like, you have to be tugging me here. You just have to be. Look at this. Come on. There's no similarities between those two images. You, sir, you are just lying to us. Yeah, I'm leaving. I can't do this anymore. Okay, that was my dumbest intro I've ever done. Anyways, you guys ever hear of Super Mario Logan? Assuming that at least some of my audience is people my age, I assume that you have at least heard of him and his many dramas. But that's not the topic of this video. So you are probably wondering, if you skipped the intro segment and just clicked on the video because you thought the thumbnail and title was a bit comical, who even is this video about? Well, this video is about an insane person who makes brain rot content about his bootleg SML OCs with the oh-so-original names, and totally not based on something else, characters like Johnny, Marty, whatever the girl's name is, and Okay, serious note. Now this video is going to be a lot more bitter and geeked than my usual stuff. So to preface, do not harass anyone I mention in this video. I feel like this shouldn't be said, but just because you hear my flat skull say that Here's Johnny is a content farm SML doesn't mean you should go harass the guy. He is just trying to make a bag, and he isn't at fault for doing so. Another thing I should mention is that all the things in this video are, like, mostly jokes. just at the expense of the entire history of this channel, and just the channel itself. Please don't take this seriously. The last thing I would want is to start beef with the almighty Here's Johnny! Oh, also, if you like this stupid content, please subscribe and like the video. Only viewers like you can feed my family, who just so happens to only live off Lunchly and G Fuel. Those are both relevant memes, by the way. Haha, I'm so quirky. Anyways, I can't wait to get my good old fix of slop.
You two, what? What? What you?
Hello, comrades. My name is Gabe.
For those who are uninitiated, SML, or Super Mario Logan, was a plush channel where Logan and his friends would make plush skits, and is quite possibly the most polarizing channel on the YouTube platform as a whole. Now, that is an extremely bold claim to make, but hear me out. I feel like there is little to no middle ground for this damn channel, because you either hate it or you love it. I feel as though this whole debate started after the introduction of the channel's main cash cow, Jeffy. Jeffy is extremely important to the SML channel and the topic of this video, so you might want to keep him and his stupid face in mind. We'll get to him. But cut to more recently, or not even that recent, because back in 2021 or something, SML got a cease and desist letter from Nintendo. I am not joking, by the way. So they ended up making a video where Mario has to change his face because of a certain thing that he does, which I will refrain from mentioning. Now from here on out, Mario is now Marvin, and every other character used is now just these copyright-free puppets that children seem to love. So now with that short explanation out of the way, and since that buzzword is explained, the other buzzwords that might be related at some point are Jeffy, Marvin, and not advertiser friendly! Is this what you want, YouTube? Not advertiser friendly! Okay, anyways, stupid jokes aside, what the fuck even is Here's Johnny, and how does it relate to Jeffy? Well, my children, let me tell you a lovely story of how Here's Johnny changed his name.
Jeffy, what are we doing here?
Daddy, there's a really hot girl in here I want to riz.
You just walk up to her house, Jeffy.
Ring-a-ling-ding.
Oh my
Hello?
gosh.
Here's Johnny was formerly a channel called Here's Jeffy, and you can kind of see where this is going. Here's Jeffy, to my knowledge, started as a PNG tuber, where this guy would LARP about being Jeffy, and it was really funny, trust me. But yeah, this was during the jelly bean craze, back when everyone wanted to be a PNG tuber that made hyperactive content, and Here's Jeffy, well, he was extremely polarizing, but overall, a lot of people hated this channel's guts. Something I find kind of hilarious, and you may have noticed it, is that a lot of his content is seemingly lost media. I mean, most of the content I could find from this era of PNG tuber is mostly just screen recordings and those roast videos. Anyways, that's not really important because after a short time, the shorts would slow and more long-form videos were uploaded. He also seemingly got like collaborations with a lot of popular YouTubers / streamers, like iShowSpeed. The jokes write themselves, I think. The jokes write themselves. Speed actually believed that it was really Jeffy, unless he was pulling the long con. These long-form videos seem to follow what I think was popular at the time, and were things like Omegle, among other things. But I wouldn't know the fullest extent, for a reason I will get to soon. Soon, apparently, him and Logan would become friends, and apparently, he was also a greedy little and tried to suction more and more money out of Logan's pockets. So, what does Logan do in this situation? He pulls a Nintendo DMCA and unleashes hell upon Here's Jeffy. So basically, he got DMCA'd. And that leads us to today, where, well, He still makes brain rot, Pomni, skibbity content, but now with a character so eloquently named Johnny. I mean, I could have mentioned this before, but yes, he did make Pomni Jeffy videos after like the whole Omegle thing. I just felt like it wasn't really that important to mention, I'm gonna be honest. Because it's not nearly as funny as Speed believing that this is the real Jeffy talking to him. I'm like 99% sure that like Here's Johnny is like the name is, other than like being like, oh, Jeffy, Johnny, they sound similar. I'm assuming it's a Shining reference to get more views, but I wouldn't know. What is possibly important is the fact that all of his content is just a huge nothing burger of brain rot. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm outright lying because that's just the gaming content. We need to talk about these videos because my god, they are amazing. And just so this video isn't too long, I'm just gonna be talking about a short or two. I would have made this a longer segment, but 2-week schedule is kind of pushing me. Anyways, take a gander at this lovely short. Watch this video if you have eyes.
Well, if you really have eyes, then what am I showing on the screen right now?
Ow! Johnny, stop it! Ow! Ow!
I mean, what is even happening? I don't understand. And that's like the only funny thing from any of the shorts on his channel that I could find. I'm pretty sure a lot of the content off the shorts page was wiped. And checking his TikTok, it was also completely empty. And his reposts, I'm not even gonna bother. That's a trash can full of snakes. I was only really able to find one short in its original quality that was of the Roblox variety. What I mean by this is that the only other piece of evidence to prove to you that I'm not going crazy is numerous IDK Sterling edits of these videos. I am not making this up. Take a look.
Gang!
Hey, what was that noise? Whatever. Anyway, back to the lesson.
Quick, everyone like this video to make me louder than Gooby. Ooh! Pumpkin!
What the heck was that? I must be hearing things again.
Good luck beating that one.
Yeah, what's this?
Wait, hold on! What is he doing? Oh no! Quick, everyone subscribe right now to stop Gooby! We can't let him win!
Pumpkin! It was you! Wait, what? You're going to detention right now, mister! No! Put me down! Johnny started it! Hey!
Not to end off this already long segment, I just want to talk purely about this insane rabbit hole I fell down with random channels. To keep this extremely brief, I found way too many channels dedicated to Here's Johnny. In fact, it helped prove the existence of some of the aforementioned Roblox shorts. I will keep these channels private because I don't want people to go witch hunt. I just thought it was crazy that the amount of content revolving around this YouTuber even exists. Now, with that out of the way, let's end this.
A big bag with one cookie in it.
So now, Here's Johnny is still Here's Johnny. I'm gonna be honest, I can't really use the line shell of its former self because I'm gonna be real, this channel sucks and always did suck and nothing will ever change that. So what was even the point in making this video if I was just gonna ramble on about random things revolving this channel? Well, I actually made a dare with my friends that if I saw one more goddamn Here's Johnny video on my shorts feed, I would make this video. And so I did. I guess the true point of this video is that, wow, guys, we turned into plushies! My name is Scooby, I'm an insufferable voice! This looks exactly like me! I'm super pink! And guys, I don't look fat! I'm super skinny! Daddy, you still look fat. Johnny, I'm going to skin you! Oh, okay, I'm sorry! You're skinny! Next video is about Super Origami Kingdom, trust me.
instead of Oreos, Ginger Snaps, or Chips Ahoy, we got...
Cookie?
That's right, cookie. Not cookies, cookie. A big bag with one cookie in it.